if I could stand the sight of blood, which I can't really, so maybe it's just.
Hi guys, welcome back to my Xcom 2 board that shows in modded run core collection.
And I love being a clinical psychologist because I like helping people. I was inspired to take balance with nature, and then when I started doing some research into the product, I thought, sounds good, let me give it a try. So I started taking balance of nature about 2.5 years ago. What I really like about balance of nature is that it has fruits and vegetable ingredients. I feel great, and because I feel great, I'm able to do everything that I want to do. I tell people that balance of nature is a wonderful supplement because I truly trust in the product. I really love taking balance of nature.
Go to balanceofnature.com and get 35% off plus $10 off any additional sets as a preferred customer by using discount code Fox News.
The 1878 to 1921 Morgan silver dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It has been over 100 years since the last Morgan silver dollar coin was struck for circulation, but now, for a limited time only, full pound bags and original U.S. government struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 1878 to 1921 classic American Morgan silver dollar coins, all in very good collector condition with fully visible dates and mint marks, guaranteed. Call 1-800-333-2210 now to secure collector-grade U.S. Morgan silver dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25 free with every order. Call 1-800-333-2210 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan silver dollar coins before they are gone. 1-800-333-2210. That's 1-800-333-2210.
Why did we choose Safe Life? Driving around is how we get our baby to sleep. So when our windshield cracked, we trusted the experts. They focus on our safety, so we can focus on this little guy's.
Special counsel Robert Hur on Capitol Hill, he found out that Joe suffered from very poor memory and saw no charges in the documents for full coverage. Don't you get scared looking through those woods?
The scariest thing.
I want you to see.
I'm about to say something.
Listen, I have to feel it. If she can convince them, that's the key.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, my life changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed, and many of us turned to alcohol and drugs to cope. As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use from COVID has lingered, and some police services report an increase in impaired driving that caused heartbreak and devastation. Now, more than ever, we need your commitment to manage impaired and to encourage all of your family and friends to do the same. Together, we can save lives.
Last 2 years that I've
So
been
we're
on
out
my
there.
own, it's been really challenging in order to make ends meet. You know, great agency that I deal with for things like food, keeping the cost of food down, help with groceries and other necessities that you need, that it just always done with a smile. Thanks to Mary Wayne.
It's up here, eh?
Myself, live gracefully.
So the White House slamming GOP lawmakers, accusing them of misleading, of pushing intentional misinformation, and totally lying during special counsel Robert Hur's testimony today. Mark Thiessen and Juan Williams are here to continue our conversation with White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich, where we're waiting for some more response from the White House to all of this today. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Martha. The White House has been live tweeting so-called fact checks, calling out specific lawmakers for what they are painting as twisted takes on the special counsel's report. But the White House is also now countering 2 exchanges that the special counsel had with lawmakers in which Robert Hur specifically states that he did not exonerate President Biden. The case just couldn't be made against him beyond a reasonable doubt. Listen to this.
Did you reach the conclusion that this man was outright innocent? That conclusion is not reflected in our report, sir. You exonerated conviction. I know did not.
Good video to watch.
The White House counsel's office tweeted, "In America, you're innocent until proven guilty." conclusion here is that charges are not warranted and the case is closed. In other words, the president was clear. The active definition of the word exonerated snapshot of that tweet. These live fact checks, as we call them, would be going on all day. The White House previewed the transcript with several media outlets to counter Hur's description of Biden's memory. And they've been highlighting favorable reporting all day, tweeting these excerpts among others. Washington Post, Biden doesn't come across as absent-minded as Hur has made him out to be. AP, the full transcript could raise questions about Hur's depiction of the 81-year-old president as having significant limitations on his memory. Special counsel defended his descriptions of Biden's memory as relevant to the legal question of willful intent and how Biden's state of mind would have factored into that. The White House has been going after Hur himself. We're expecting to hear from a spokesman from the counsel's office shortly here on camera, Martha. Okay, Jackie, thank you very much. With that, we bring Mark Tucson, American Fox News Senior Fellow, Fox News contributor, and Fox News Senior Political Analyst. Great to have both of you with us today. I mean, Mark, you go back to the original leak from this report that Robert Hur felt that there would be complications when it came to a jury because they would likely see the president as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Contrast that with what we learned today, and what do you make of these reports from some media that you appear stronger than you might have thought in this report? What do you say?
That's right.
Well, first of all, that's the only reason he was prosecuted. Because there's clear evidence in there of willful retention and sharing of classified information. He had classified information. He shared it with people who weren't authorized to see it. His only reason for not prosecuting him is because he said he couldn't convince the jury that it was willful because they would see a old man, well-meaning, who was memory loss, memory problems, that they wouldn't confirm that it was willful. But I don't understand how you can prosecute Donald Trump for the same underlying crime simply because he's not cognitively impaired, but not prosecute Joe Biden because he is. That doesn't make sense. There's a separate issue of the cooperation, and Trump's alleged interference with the investigation. But that's a completely separate thing. The underlying crime is willful retention and sharing of classified information. And Biden did it. He just couldn't convince a jury, so why is Trump being prosecuted for the exact same thing?
Well, do you agree that today what we learned was that there was willful retention when the current president told his ghostwriter, I just found all this classified stuff downstairs, and he also said that he turned over note cards, but they, his staff, they still don't know that I still have the notebooks, which are government property that belongs in the president's own library.
I think a lot of that was notes that were handwritten by then the former vice president.
Still classified.
Well, no, I was going to say, and Mark, that he was right. But it's a matter here, to me, a huge difference. We have a Republican prosecutor in Hur who made a decision not to indict this president and said that he didn't think there was a case here. And yet people say, oh, well, what about this? Look, Hur says there's no interference by the Department of Justice. He's been very clear on that. He made this decision, and it seems to me it was his call. And, that's the extent of his job, indict or not indict, not to offer opinions on President Biden's memory. And as you noted at the start of this segment, various news organizations that have read the transcript, the Associated Press, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the
Excellent.
there's a matter of nuance, but there's no previous memory lapse. You can say, oh, this is terrible. Look at Biden. He's a old man. That just doesn't hold up on a reading of the transcript. Basically, when you see a verbal slips, but there's no egregious memory lapse. And I think that it's important that we all acknowledge that Joe Biden, with the State of the Union and now today, he's on a run.
Well, then he ought to be able to, if that's the case, then he ought to be able to convince a jury that he did absolutely nothing wrong. But we were told by Robert Hur that the reason that he wouldn't win in a jury environment was because he'd be seen as an elderly man with a poor memory. So what is the impact of that?
That's where he went over the line.
Yeah, so those things cannot,
That's the rationale for not prosecuting.
on the Trump case from all of these findings?
Considering the limited resources.
I don't know what the
62 supplies. Excellent.
The court of public opinion just strengthens his argument that there's a double standard in our justice system. I mean, basically, Donald Trump is being prosecuted for the same crime that Joe Biden is not being prosecuted for because Biden is cognitively impaired and Trump is not. That's what's happening here. The question of obstruction is separate, but the fact that just because somebody cooperated with a case doesn't absolve them of the underlying crime. If someone commits a murder and then cooperates and tells them where the bodies are buried, it doesn't absolve them of the murder. It could be an additional crime that they obstructed. So I can understand prosecuting Trump for obstruction, but how do you prosecute one president? And in the case of Trump, he was the president of the United States. He had the classification authority. Joe Biden, these documents were held when he was in the Senate, when he took them out of a skiff and brought them home, and he was stepping over them every time he parked his Corvette in his garage and knew that he had them. And he doesn't get prosecuted because he doesn't have the mental capacity to stand trial, but Donald Trump does. It strengthens Donald Trump politically, and it strengthens his case in the court of public opinion. That's why people won't care now if he gets convicted of this, because they can see it as fatally flawed.
It's a pretty sad state of affairs across the board, though, Warren, when there's so much, there's so much discretion on what you can take and when. And, I think that for most people, if they did anything close to this in their own lives, whether it's their company or they would never get away with this. I think it just adds to people's mistrust that if you are, in this position, you can do whatever the heck you want.
You and I both know what
Well, that's wrong. We shouldn't allow it. And I think people are in jail for far less.
That's right.
But I will say this: I disagree with Mark here strongly. In the case of Donald Trump concealed documents and then obstructed efforts to regain them. I mean, he was asked to send them back, and he didn't. And Joe Biden did not send them back. In fact, he
Okay.
And that doesn't absolve him of the underlying
that is all still to play out, and we'll see where it goes. But there is a difference, which I keep pointing out, between a president and someone who was vice president and a senator in terms of what rights they have with these documents. So it's a huge difference in these cases, which seems to be getting lost. So, Juan and Mark, thank you both. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Mark.
So we're going to have an opportunity in a few minutes to speak with Trump campaign senior advisor Jason Miller about all of this, and that is coming up shortly. And also breaking today, this is a big story. So much happening on Capitol Hill, which you brought up on today. Brand new warnings from the head of our intelligence community detailing the threats that the United States is currently facing from terrorism and, of course, dangerous open border.
Of individuals on the known terrorist list, suspected terrorist list, or the no-fly list presented themselves at U.S. airports once entering the United States, attempting to fly.
I believe the answer to that is yes.
Veteran homeowners need cash but worried you can't get a home loan because of your credit? Here's great news. At New Day, we've been granted automatic authority by the VA to make our own loan approval decisions. In fact, if you've had credit challenges and missed a payment along the way, you're more than 5 times more likely to get approved for the New Day 100 VA cash out loan. No one knows veterans like New Day USA.
Call 1-855-510-4072. CIDP disrupts.
CIDP derails.
Let's be honest. CIDP sucks.
But look at the CIDP.
Doesn't have to.
When you sign up to chartingthroughcidp.com, you'll find inspiration, real patient stories, helpful tips, reliable information, and more.
CIDP can be tough,
But finding hope,
just got
What's that mean?
Sign up at chartingthroughcidp.com. Be heard, be hopeful, be here. Have you or anyone you know ever been stationed at a 4-base Camp Lejeune? Camp Lejeune's water was contaminated by fluids.
He's got what?
If any water contact while at Camp Lejeune had been diagnosed with cancer or Parkinson's disease, you may be entitled to compensation. As a Marine who was stationed at Camp Lejeune myself for 4 years, this constitutes most of it. So if you've been stationed or visiting
in this
four bases
area
in Lejeune, have cancer and Parkinson's.
In addition to several species of alien. Hold on. We've got some.
Vinyl windows seem to be a typical choice here in the local area. Some companies even advertise affordable. And over here, before you invest in vinyl windows, listen to what Michael Smith of Renewal by Anderson has to say.
With our temperature swings, vinyl tends to warp, which causes condensation between the panes and dry. And most vinyl windows just look very low end to begin with. Our customers don't want that.
And what are Renewal by Anderson's windows made of?
Our windows are made out of a thermopolymer composite material or fibers. It's beautiful like wood, but it doesn't require the maintenance. We engineered it to be 2 times stronger than vinyl. So you're getting a window that will break glass.
Now this is innovation. You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our systems are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mesh, which is virtually invisible. Get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation, and better view out of your window.
Now, if you're talking about comfort, how much does the glass matter?
The glass in the window makes a huge difference. Our high-performance, low-floor smart sunglass is infused with silver oxide. It's engineered to help keep the cold air outside in the winter and keep the warm air outside in the summer. It also blocks 95% of the harmful UV rays that fade your furniture and your hardwood floor.
Well, that's impressive, Michael. Thank you. And right now, Renewal by Anderson has a great offer.
It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sales event. Before March 31st, save $377 on every window and save $777 on every patio door and entry door with no money down, 12 months payments, and no interest for 12 months. Our 31-day sales event ends March 31st. For a free appointment during our sale, call 1-800-704-4200. That's 1-800-704-4200.
I will begin patching.
Honestly, this hearing, yet another part of Capitol Hill, may be even more important for everyone to pay close attention to today. The nation's intelligence chief testifying about the top threats that we face here in this country right now, including at our southern border. Listen closely to what they said.
The threat from illicit drugs remains at historic levels, with Mexican transnational criminal organizations supplying and moving large amounts of synthetic opioids such as fentanyl into the United States.
The terrorist drug level that we're contending with right now is on a whole nother level. An already heightened terrorist threat level than we were seeing even before October 7th. We have seen over the last, I think, 5 years, an increase in the number of KSTs, or non-suspected terrorists, attempting to cross the southern border. I believe that the most significant terrorist threat in the United States is lone actors acting with readily accessible weapons targeting soft targets, and that includes both domestic non-extremists and what we call homegrown non-extremists, which are jihadists, typically ISIS-inspired non-extremists.
Okay, so why are all these people getting in? What are they here to do? This is a huge question. Very important for national security, and Brian Kilby is now looks across his friends and host of One Nation by Great Time with us today. Not only all of that was just said there, which is a lot to handle. In the tease before we went to the break, Christopher Wray was asked have individuals on the known terrorist list or the no-fly list presented themselves at the at U.S. airports once entering the United States and attempting to fly, and he said, I believe the answer to that is yes.
I watched yesterday Senate hearings, watched most of the House hearings today, and it's pretty much the same threat. Whenever you ask them, they'll expand on it. So you have Admiral Hayes, who's there, DNI, CIA Director William Burns, Jerry Krause, DNI, and Tim, as well as Brett Ulbricht, the State Department Assistant Secretary. And together, they've identified the main problem, and most of the problems are coming to our southern border. They talk about Ukraine, the heat and the backup, and stuff like that. And how it's weaponized people here. They look at us because we are supplying Israel with cognitive weapons as a right target war. And they got these guys in a calm, calculated way. And they look by saying, our air is on fire. I can't emphasize this enough, how problematic it is. And then you have a lot, in some cases, most cases not partisan. Like Senator Kelly yesterday, and you watch Congressman Hunts today. Here's opportunities to go, well, that legislation would have passed to stop all the crimes. Republicans walked away. Republicans said, you gotta be kidding me. You show no interest in the border, now you suddenly have interest because you have the cover of a bipartisan deal. At least in the ability to actually attack this to a degree. So,
Reveal.
not to do anything. President Biden said yesterday no executive orders, even though he knows he can do things because he undid them. And President Trump says, wait for me. Although there's some push now in the House to get something going, keep your eye on Brian Fitzpatrick. He put something together in a bipartisan way that would not provide purpose of the border, would change the admission of the border, and also have a remain in Mexico element and get some money to
You know, I mean, it seems as though there ought to be a very practical national security measure that can be implemented on the advice of these individuals in terms of ramping up who's at the border to check who's coming in. Right? I mean, yeah, it's understand that you have terrorists crossing the border and you have, you know, two people running for president who say, I'm irrelevant right now. Right. I mean, Trump is limited, he's not president right now, but, you know, in terms of what can be done. And I can't help but feel that this is like a 9/11 moment. We're going to say, oh, yeah, we're not going to know checking people until the coming.
the most will be the most preventable attack on American soil ever. But the one thing that would qualify, and it's not very hard for anyone at home to disagree, I believe that President Trump would be focused on this in almost a myopic way. He was obsessed with getting firing people, rotating people through, changing people to acting director, getting rid of them until they were effectively shut it down before we left. So now we say, this guy screwed it up. I'm not giving it up. I'm trying to fix it. I'll come in and fix it. If we can last that.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable that the current president will not take measures to do executive orders when he's told by the border officials that it could decrease the number of people crossing by 70%.
Right.
70%.
He's been there twice. He's been there twice in 4 years. That's how little it is.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of help today. These people are right about what's coming our way. Brian, thank you very much. Always good to see you. We'll see you around. So as prices tick back up, we saw a big number this morning. We're going to take a look back at what things used to cost when President Biden entered office with Brian Redford, who has the present lineup of the death for you. Think over when we come back.
I'm now terminated.
If you struggle to see them, you should check out Xcom. No mask, no post, just sleep. Inspire. Learn more and gain safety information at inspiresleep.com.
When these business owners need cash fast, they turn to Biz to Credit for what comes next. From fitness studios, middle offices, and every small business in between, we've got you covered. Whether you need new equipment, funds to expand, or need money to cover unforeseen business expenses, Biz to Credit is the trusted partner for your small business funding needs. Scan the code on your screen now or go to biz2credit.com to apply. Biz to Credit. Funding what's next.
We all know we should eat fruits and vegetables, but sometimes, no matter how hard we try, life gets in the way. Simplify your nutrition with Balance of Nature supplements. Here for you, life's easiest moment. Get 35% off and $10 off at your digital set as a preferred customer by using discount code OFFDUTE. From cupping their stuff to shining their coats, people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog. That's it's just smarter, healthier. It's amazing. Right?
Hi, Christina again. I'm here to tell you about an all-new special offer from my friends at Jacuzzi Bath Remodel that you don't want to miss. We're giving you 50% off and supporting all females for up to 1 year. And best of all, they can install it in as little as 1 day with no stress and mess. From a safer, easy to shower, with stunning family bath, or how about a luxurious upgrade with a timeless design that will look great for years to come.
Done same day. Did not have to wait. It's absolutely
Exactly. Take advantage of the special TV offer today.
Percent off installation and no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Plus a free safety upgrade. Go to jacuzzibathremodeling.com or 800-991-4021. That's 800-991-4021. All down.
Generalized myasthenia gravis made my life a lot harder. But the picture started changing when I started on Vyvgart.
Vyvgart is for adults with generalized myasthenia gravis who are anti-AChR antibody positive. In a clinical trial, Vyvgart significantly improved most participants' ability to do daily activities when added to their current GNG treatment. Most participants taking Vyvgart also had less muscle weakness.
And your Vyvgart treatment schedule is designed just for you.
In a clinical study, most common side effects included urinary and respiratory tract infections and headache. Vyvgart may increase the risk of infection. Tell your doctor if you have a history of infections or symptoms of an infection. Vyvgart can cause allergic reactions. Available as Vyvgart for IV infusion and also as Vyvgart Hytrulo for subcutaneous injection. Additional side effects for Vyvgart Hytrulo may include injection site reactions. Talk to your neurologist about Vyvgart.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for immediate cash payment.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
You spend $100,000 on life insurance. They qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel and let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoverTreeDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies. Or call 1-800-515-4100. Coventry Direct. Redefining insurance.
What happened today is this: the prices going up again were very surprising information today. It jumped inflation 3.2% compared to a year ago, and less than 0.5% from January. Both of these numbers are worse than the previous one, and our latest one polling showed more than 60% of registered voters didn't specify the latest time. These are very tough election year number for the president, because obviously they find it very important to everybody who votes. Brian Drenberg is here, so this becomes show. I'm with this, Brian. What's the reaction to this inflation number? And I think Jerome Powell, the Fed chief, who's got the handle on all these inflation levers, or interest rate levers, I should say, you're going to respond to this.
I don't want to be Jerome Powell with these numbers because they're not good enough to change direction in terms of policy. And so if you look at what he said, essentially what he said is, we've got some work to do. These numbers have to come down. The problem with inflation, Martha, is it's spiked way up to 9. It's come back down to like the 3-4 range. It's just sitting there. And if it sits there like that, we're still 2 times where we should to get back to normal. And if we're at that level economically speaking, we really can't cut rates yet. Even though that's what the politicians want, even though the President Biden wants, Powell doesn't have economic reason to do it. So, if we start to see rate cuts and we still have numbers like this, it starts to look like politics, not economics.
One of the issues is that we keep hearing about programs that are like this to give people more money, right? To relieve student debt, to
Right.
more of the programs that give people money. So that doesn't help the inflation picture, right?
And I think that's why we're stalling out at this high level.
Fuck.
And I think you got to set Powell's mind when you say, I've done almost everything I can as a monetary guy, right? But I can't do anything else. Let me do that because Biden keeps saying, I inherited a crisis and I've given you information. But we looked at some of the data from when he came into office until now. You're not going to like it. Start with housing. Housing costs are up 20%. If you're trying to rent a place, this really comes to mind to up 20% since he took office. Go to energy. You got to power your home. You got to power your car. Energy costs up 35% since he took office until now. Let me just go to auto really quick. We're talking a lot about these cost of a new car up 19% since he took office. But it's worse when you actually get the car. The cost of repairing up 28%, and the cost to insure it under Biden has gone up 45%. So when his polls look bad and can't get traction with voters, it's because they're doing exactly the numbers. And that's just how big they've got.
Telling them to come rid of money and not telling them that he understands how they feel about it.
Right.
Yeah. Brian, good to see you. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming by. Brian Redford. So Donald Trump could
Lynch, the Republican nomination for the presidency for his party, and that could happen tonight. We call this Super Tuesday 2. The former president calling out
Fucking
the
prick.
DOJ for gifting combined what he calls giving violence to free pass as his fight in the classified documents case continues. Senior advisor Jason Miller on a huge day for the campaign coming up next.
Not the last we're gonna see of that thing. We get another shot, we better make it count.
Did you get size on that night?
Looks like this area is finally clear.
So you wake refreshed or more productive day. This 24 hour continuous sleep that does not fade relies on a big size on at night.
This tiny home trend? Not for me. Now this is more like it. Same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide fit Skechers slip-ons. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
Green noodles. These parts short hair.
Advent officials revealed today
And
maneuver by local
Make
peacekeepers.
the Bissell Crossway hydro steam. It's part vacuum,
Should
on,
not be
steamer,
alarmed.
and
All
dinner.
weapon fire and wounds were
Bissell,
simulated.
a big
Better
breed.
trained.
Want to save money and get cash? Every homeowner is easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Phone pay. 2. Take out an average of $70,000. 3. Pay off your credit card.
Call 1-888-981-7.
The 1878 to 1921 Morgan silver dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It has been over 100 years since the last Morgan silver dollar coin was struck for circulation, but now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 1878 to 1921 classic American Morgan silver dollar coins, all in very good collector condition. Fully visible dates and mint marks guaranteed. Call 1-800-333-2210 now to secure collector-grade U.S. Morgan silver dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25 free with every order. Call 1-800-333-2210 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan silver dollar coins before they're gone. 1-800-333-2210. That's 1-800-333-2210.
Santa's Victory Sale is now on for a limited time. Visit Santa's. Not Santa's.
Representative Junior in the high-stakes race for the White House, with Biden answering Kennedy's call for a debate. The candidate discusses why he wants to challenge the president today.
There's a lot of confidence in this thing. Reading Positive Story Program, policy, working with our dogs by reading stories to them. Rash with our therapy dogs that make a very big difference with day-to-day mental health. Thank you for your support. It allows our therapy dog program in your community.
You're on a first one. Then, you're dry.
Only one job. There was one that on the section.
These days at your local region, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Commander, combat against the aliens day in and day out
For
is
the
no easy
2024
task.
election, President Biden
Eventually,
and former
the
President
stress
Trump
takes its
could
toll.
lock up their nominations
We
officially
need to keep an eye on
tonight.
each soldier
And that will
that
set
has
up
their
the
traits.
very much expected 2020 rematch. Here's a look at where they stand right now. President Biden with 96 delegates, former
Well, that's
President
if
Trump.
after
He's
that
137.
we should
and
also be
years ago,
prepared for
Democrats
the
today
eventuality
lawmakers, but
that we
basically
will
nothing
encounter the
enough
two
to
remaining
get over
test
that barrier
subjects,
tonight.
the
Former
ones we have
President is
yet
also
to
weighing in on
identify.
today's testimony.
It is
Former
likely they
President
have a
Trump's
similar
Robert
means of
He
escape
decided not
via
to
psionic
prosecute
rift,
President Biden
meaning
for
we could
handling
find
of
them
classified
anywhere.
documents,
This
but
coil
he's
could
rejecting
provide us with some
Democrats'
additional
push
power
that
for the
he
Avengers.
cleared or
But we'll
exonerated
need to add some shielding
President
first to
Biden.
protect
Watch
the
this.
crew.
So this lengthy,
Take
expensive,
number.
and independent investigation resulted in a complete exoneration of President Joe Biden.
I need to go back and make sure that I take note of the word that you use, exoneration. That is not a word
Mr.
that
I'm going to continue you exonerate.
a conviction.
I know that
Did
the
not
term
exonerate.
willful
Word is not a
retention
strong
has a
Okay, with that, we bring in Trump campaign senior advisor,
Our report
Jason
is
Miller.
being
Jason,
done by the
welcome.
activists
Good to have you with us today.
I just hope it's not
Your
pedophiles.
thoughts on that exchange there?
Save this one. And we'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.
Is very much clearly has been lying. He said he didn't go and give classified information to his ghostwriter. He definitely did.